Hey everybody! Koricon Nala here, and Black Panther dropped their teaser trailer tonight. The movie doesn't come out until 2018, so this is super early for a movie. I guess, well, there's a lot of the bigger comic book movies that do their teasers like a year in advance. But it just, even though I really want to see some stuff, obviously, because I love the Black Panther. I love what they've had with him in the movies. In Civil War, he was awesome, and it just gave you a taste you wanted more. But yeah, I mean, this is, I'm gonna probably like this and then be all disappointed and sad that I gotta wait a year for it to come out. But yeah, I mean, you do what you can, and you get what you can. Now we got this new poster up there. I thought it looked all right. He was on a throne. I mean, the atmosphere and the situation for the poster looked fine to me. You know, he's on a throne. He's in a big room. There's some sunlight coming in. I was like, yeah, that's all right. But then there was a lot of people that were complaining about how it looks. Now, I thought it looked fine, but I wasn't thinking the same thing as everyone else. So on Twitter, Akasan had said that the poster looked photoshopped. Well, I just assumed that because I thought it looked like an animation or a painting. I didn't know it was supposed to look like a photo. If it is supposed to look like a photo, then no, it's not a great poster. But if it's supposed to look like a drawing or a painting, then yeah, it's fine enough. I think it's a okay poster. You don't need anything super flashy. And at least it's not like the Superman poster that came out that was horrid. So I look at it as a drawing or a painting of, a decent poster. So I'm not hating on it like a lot of people do. The other one, I like that poster. It's very simple but gets to the point. And this movie is going to be directed by Ryan Coogler, which I really like him. Up and coming. He's been proving himself really, really well, especially with like Creed. I love Creed. Actually, this is the second bottom half poster of Creed. I just put up a new poster and it covered some of Creed, so maybe I can find Creed again and put him down here. I don't know. But Chadwick Boseman looks great as Black Panther again, in that poster at least. Was awesome in Civil War. I liked his character a lot in Civil War. I really liked his action sequences with Captain America. And then Michael B. Jordan is coming as the bad guy, Eric Killmonger, which you can't really get much more of a villain name than Killmonger. But that was back when they were making kind of silly names for their villains in the comic books. And Lupita Nyong'o. I always have a hard time with her name, but she's in it too, which is awesome. I like her as well. And then you have some other well-known names like Martin Freeman, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, and Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is revising his role from Ultron, Age of Ultron, where he played that guy with the name that is eluding me right now, which I will probably remember as soon as I stop recording, and it's going to drive me crazy. Oh well. Well, let's get into this teaser. I want to see what they got for us, see some footage. It's almost 2 minutes long. That's actually pretty long for a teaser. Minute and 52 seconds. But let's see.
Tell me something.
There we are.
What do you know about Wakanda? third world country.
Nice.
Textiles, shepherds, cool outfits, all front. Explorers have searched for it. Called it El Dorado.
Whoa, nice.
Looked for it in South America. But it was in Africa the whole time. I'm the only one who's seen it.
El Dorado is
And
in
made it out
Africa.
alive.
Nice.
I can see you.
Whoa.
The world is changing. Soon there will only be the conqueror
Oh, nice.
and the conquerors. You are a good man with a good heart. It is hard for a good man to be a king.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah. That looks really good. Man, that looks good. So I like the jumping scene with the car. Yeah, like right here, where he's jumping with the car. Kind of reminded me a little bit of that Deadpool scene, but they do that in a lot of movies where they have a car flipping and they jump off or around or in or something like that. But it looked really cool. Boom! There you go. There's your superhero poster. I also like I really like his costume, and I said that when I did my Civil War review. Is I thought his costume was well designed. It was very sleek, and just looked great right off the bat. Plus, Chadwick Boseman did a great job with him. Yeah, I mean it looks good, and I like Andy Serkis. There you go. Andy Serkis and Martin Freeman. I like them a lot. We didn't get to see too much of Michael B. Jordan. We got a little bit near the end. I don't know what's going on there. But we did get to see his character, just not very much of it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm ready for a full trailer, but this is actually good for a teaser trailer. It gives you enough to whet your palate. You get an action sequence. You get a little bit of story that they're saying that it's like El Dorado, which is actually in Africa and not South America. You get to see the characters. You get to see the sets. You get to see what the cinematography is going to look like. A little bit of the fighting with the bow. But what do you guys think? Comment below and let me know your thoughts on the Black Panther teaser trailer. Now it's time for a question. This one, if you want to ask questions to be on videos, you can send to Twitter with the hashtag AskKoricon, or on my Discord server, Questions for Videos Room. This one comes from the Discord server. Alwyn Jose says, what are your views on the film La La Land? Do you feel it deserved the critical acclaim it got? Well, I think La La Land was a good movie. I don't think it was a super great movie, but it had a lot of good stuff. It was much more in the positive than a lot of movies are. Do I think it deserves all of the critical acclaim? No, not really. I think the cinematography was great. It looked awesome. The directing was good. but the songs sounded a little flat, and part of that is because they had the actors do the singing. Now, for a long time, I mean, going back to the early 30s, whenever they did musicals, if the actor wasn't able to sing it very well, they would bring in a professional singer to do the song. And there's nothing wrong with that. As you're servicing the story, you're making a movie. You're servicing the movie. Just like when you bring in a stuntman to do a dangerous stunt, you bring in a singer to sing a complicated song or to sound really good in the movie. So I think they should have brought in professional singers to do the singing parts, but you know, you have to be good with it, that they need to find singers that have similar voices so it doesn't sound like too much of a stark difference. But I mean, Hepburn used singers. A lot of the old greats used professional singers for their singing parts. So I think they should have done that. I think they should have done that in Beauty and the Beast as well, for Beauty, for Belle. I think Emma Watson was good, but not a great singer, and everybody else that was a good singer in the movie, you could really tell that her parts weren't as good as everyone else's. It was more glaring. If she was just singing by herself and no one else was singing in the movie, it would have been fine. But that's the thing. You either have everybody be a professional singer or a stage actor that does those kind of theater, or you don't. So, like, you have to pick a side. And I think for this one, they should have brought in professional singers. But I don't think it's like the greatest musical. It's just in the US, we don't get very many musicals. So when a musical comes out, it's like amazing because it's different. It's different than what we normally get. And people freak out and they give it a lot more accolades than it probably deserves. If we had more musicals on a regular basis, I think it would have just been a good movie, but that's about it. But what do you guys think? What did you think of La La Land? What are your views on having singers or stuntmen in movies? And do you think I'm right or wrong? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. And I will see you on the next video.